Okay, the big billion days and the Great Indian Sale is just around the corner, and the entire internet is getting flooded with sponsored reviews. And it's increasingly becoming very easy to get misled by promotional and sponsored videos. So here I am after going through a ton of customer reviews posted by real customers on Flipkart and Amazon. Basically doing my own homework, and in order to give you the best smartphones you can buy or to look out for in the upcoming sale. Pardon my handwriting. But anyway, starting with the Moto G64 5G. Now, there's a reason why I'm recommending Motorola first. And by the way, all the smartphones in this video are below 20,000 rupees, and this will be a small series. So this is part 1. I will only be talking about budget smartphones. After this will be mid-rangers, and after that flagships. So stay tuned. And starting with Moto, like I mentioned, why I'm talking about Motorola first, because recently I was actually very skeptical of this brand, but recently I bought the Moto H50 Fusion, and it just blew my mind. It's not just about the hardware, but also about the software. I'll cover that too in some of the Motorola smartphones where you get that feature. But as of now, let's talk about this smartphone. Okay, starting with the display, you get, of course, all the basic features, and it also has 120Hz adaptive refresh rate, so it saves on the battery and looks good at the same time. It also comes with 240Hz of touch sampling rate, Gorilla Glass 3. The only caveat I find here is the brightness. It has a brightness of 560 nits, so it's a bit on the lower side. You can use it well indoors, but however, if you want to use it outdoors, it becomes a problem. G64 also comes with stereo speakers, and not just stereo speakers but Dolby Atmos tuned stereo speakers. So you get the official Dolby Atmos app from which you can change the equalizer and stuff and tune the speaker according to your liking. It comes with a solid 6000 mAh of battery and 33 watt charging. It's a bit on the lower side again, charging speed, but yeah, it's okay for the price of where did I write the price? Oh yeah, 14,999. Now with offers, obviously during big billion days you will get it at even lesser price, so stay tuned for that. The processor is a 6nm Dimensity 7025. It's good for day-to-day use. You cannot use it and cannot expect it to game smooth, but however BGMI is just playable enough at smooth graphics with the FPS set to ultra, so you get around 30 to 40 FPS when using ultra. And on COD, that is Call of Duty, at low graphics you can play at 55 to 60 FPS. Now I have not tested these smartphones. Again, I went through online reviews and I have put them together inside one video. So anyway, you can use this phone for casual gaming, so that works fine, but for day-to-day tasks it won't lag. It's great. It has 5G, of course, 14 bands support, which is also great. And the camera. About the camera, it's not really something to talk about because you get the basic 50 megapixel camera. But what's interesting here with most of the Motorola phones, you will see an ultra-wide camera. Now here you get an 8 megapixel ultra-wide, but the interesting factor is the ultra-wide camera also acts as a macro camera. So you can take 8 megapixel macro shots with the ultra-wide camera, and that is great. It's much better than having a 2 megapixel stupid camera at the back. This approach I really love from Motorola. Front camera is 16 megapixel, again nothing to talk about, but I forgot to mention the back camera has OIS, so it's 1080 pixels, 60 fps main camera with OIS recording available. So yeah, now you get everything in box. So there's a charger, adapter, and also of course the phone and a back cover which is applied on the phone. Next we have the Realme P2 Pro, and it's a phone that will be launching today, I guess. I don't really remember. Today is the 17th of September, I'm recording the video. But it's a brand new phone. So it has 80 watts of fast charging. Charger is included in the box. You also get a cover, 60 Hz display, but it is a curved display, 6.7 inch, 10-bit and up to 2000 nits. So it's very bright. Obviously, Widevine L1 support is there, no HDR, and it has the protection of Gorilla Glass 7i. The camera is pretty interesting here because you get a 50 megapixel Sony sensor as the main camera, and it can record up to 4K 30 FPS. Now this isn't anything new, of course, 4K 30 FPS. most of the phones can do nowadays. But the front camera is a 32 megapixel selfie camera, which can also record up to 4K 30 FPS. So you get 4K recording in the back camera, back main camera, and also in the front camera. And of course, an 8 megapixel ultra wide camera, which acts as a depth sensor too. About the performance section, is powered by the 7S Gen 2, and also the storage is UFS 3.1. So both together it gives really fast daily performance. And it's also quite good for gaming, because you also get the GT mode, the feature that is exclusive to Realme GT series. About the speakers, it has dual speakers, but however they are not tuned by Dolby Atmos. So just normal dual speakers. And one more thing, it also has good haptics. I think it's a really good deal at the price of around 20,000 rupees. So currently I saw it was priced around 21 to 22,000 rupees. I don't really remember. So yeah, here we have the P2 Pro, and as you can see, the price is 22,000 rupees. I don't know if you can see it, it's overexposed, but anyway, it is expected to be priced at 19,999 with the launch offers, so it's a pretty good deal for that. Next we have the Moto G85 5G. So it's a bit less in cost, so it's 17,999, and the main reason I'm mentioning the Moto G85 after the G64, because it has some interesting software features. So like I mentioned few days back, I bought the Motorola H50 Fusion, and honestly I'm really impressed by the software features they have provided. I can stream any app from my phone on a desktop which is connected to the same network wirelessly. I can open any app from my phone and just run it directly on my laptop or desktop while some other app is open on my phone. I can just drag and drop stuff to my phone, get direct access to the phone's entire file system wirelessly from my laptop, or even just browse files on my laptop using the phone. So it's pretty insane how they have done it with Smart Connect, and I don't really know why people are not talking about these features. You also get the desk mode, you know, right, from Samsung. Something similar to that is also there on Motorola. So desk mode is present in the pricier Samsung phones, but in Motorola you are getting it at the price of around 18,999, and it will be available at a lower price when the sales begin. So that is a really good offer. Now if we talk about the hardware part, it is powered by the Snapdragon 6S Gen 3. It has a curved display. It looks same like the H50 Fusion. You can't really differentiate between the two. Exactly, it looks like a copy. So the display is 6.7 inch POLED display, 120Hz, 20:9 aspect ratio, 10-bit FHD+. The brightness is also good, 1600 nits. Motorola has promised 2 Android major updates, so currently the phone is powered by the Android 14, so it will go up to Android 16. About the camera part, the main camera is this 50 megapixel Sony Litia 600, and it can only record in 1080 pixel, 30 FPS maximum, because this chipset is limiting that. The 6S Gen 3 doesn't really support 4K recording, so that is a problem. Again, you will get dual stereo speakers, so that is also a plus over here. Okay, next is a performance oriented phone at this price range. So there's the Narzo 70 Turbo with the Dimensity 7300 energy processor, completely performance centric. No mention of the camera is anywhere in the product page. If you see on Amazon, you will not find even what is the megapixel of the camera. They have just not talked about it. And it shows. I was really going through the videos of people who have posted reviewing the phone. I didn't really like the camera, so they just left out the camera part, even in the advertisement. But it has an impressive Antutu score of 750K. That is great at this price point. It is currently available at 15,000 rupees. I mean, what more can you ask for a phone that is giving you a performance of 750K? So it has a really good performance, and it also comes with nice thermals. So you get a fairly large stainless vapor cooling chamber to keep everything cool. But also remember that the Dimensity 7300 is not better than the Dimensity 7200. This was a pretty big confusion when the CMF Phone 1 came out with the 7300 processor. I guess you know that already, so I'm not going to mention here again. The basic point you must know is that 7300 is not better or the successor of the 7200. Okay, next we have the iQOO Z9S. It is currently available at 18,998 with bank offers. All these prices will reduce with the sale, of course. Current prices are different. Sale prices are expected to go down even more. So don't go and buy any of the products right now. It's a bit more balanced smartphone. It comes with the Dimensity 7300. It has 8 GB of RAM, 128 GB of storage. The main camera is from Sony. It is the IMX 882. It is an OIS enabled camera with Aura light, which is basically a fancy way of telling that their flashlight is larger and more spread out. So yeah, it will take better photos, but I don't think there will be much of a difference. About the display, it is a curved display, and yes, it is 120 Hz. Okay, next is from Samsung, that is the M35 5G. It is a good phone too. It comes with the Exynos 1380 processor, but customers did complain about heating issues a lot. I've seen a lot of people talking about this, so know that if you want to buy Samsung. It has a 120 Hz Super AMOLED display, 6000 mAh of battery, 6 GB of RAM, 128 GB of storage at the price of 17,998, including bank offers right now. So later, like I mentioned, the price might change. Okay, so that's all whatever I have searched. I didn't really go for OnePlus because this brand is having a lot of problems recently. There was the green line issue recently. An update pushed by OnePlus bricked the smartphone of the users, and they did not take any responsibility for that. So I'm expecting OnePlus to put huge discounts in the upcoming sale, but I would not recommend you to buy any of them. Right now I use the OnePlus Nord CE2. I have mentioned a lot of times. I'm getting old, so I'm using a case like this. The phone keeps falling down from my hand. But anyway, this is the OnePlus Nord CE2, and I have actually not updated the software of this phone for almost 1 year. Right now, the security patch of this phone is July 2023, and the last update they provided was the security patch July 2024. And I very well know that it won't cause issues because it is just a security patch, but I don't want to risk because this phone is very dear to me. It is the first phone that I bought with my own money. Okay, so that is all for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Do like, share and subscribe. Do comment down below which phone you would be choosing from all these, and I'll meet you in the next video, because in the next video I will be talking about mid-ranges and then flagships. So stay tuned.